So I thought I'd give you guys an update on the surgery. Surgery is in 2 days. So today is Wednesday, and the boys are at practice. And so today I decided to come home because practice is right down the road. But I came home because one, I'm not feeling too well, and then two, and that's all because of my nerves. Excuse my hair. This has just been, I've been lounging and it's been up all day, but anyway. So, not necessarily lounging. I've been doing stuff around the house, but, because I haven't been feeling too well. I just, I've been sitting down for the past however many minutes. I've taken the boys to their practice, as I said, and I'm home. I came home, made breakfast for dinner. So there's pancakes, eggs, and sausage for them when they get home. I've already eaten, and my oldest son has already eaten. But I thought that since I had the time, I would kind of give you guys an update on surgery. Today's been a bit overwhelming. A bit emotional, in the sense of, and just everyone in regards to medical has just called, just the doctor's office to reconfirm. So like yesterday they called and I had to pay the deposit for the surgery. Then today the hospital called to inform me of what my portion of out-of-pocket would be. The girl was she was very kind, but she says, this is just a courtesy call just to inform you of what they may go over with you at tomorrow at pre-registration. Anticipate them saying this, that, and the other. So apparently the procedure is going to cost $25. I think she said either $25,000 or $27,000 for them to take out my thyroid. Sure, I've got that sitting around. No, she didn't say that I needed to pay that, but she did say that I do have a portion that I need to pay. And according to my insurance, my portion is going to be $10,000. I said, I asked the girl, I said, so are you calling me to cancel my appointment because I do not have $10,000 sitting around to sit on or to just give you or strike it, here's a check for $10,000. She says, oh, it's actually $10,500. Let's not forget that 500. Okay. So anyway, she said no. She wasn't calling for payment. She was just calling me again for courtesy. But of course, after getting off the phone with her, I don't know if I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to start feeling better. My health is very important to me. Just been, with the feeling of being tired and just my voice and my throat. And if I start thinking the way that I've been swallowing, has it been normal? Has it not been normal? The way that I've been breathing, is it normal? Has it not been normal? Because of course I've had this goiter on my thyroid for years. And so then, of course, the idea of the whole weight gain comes to play, but of course that's based on, I don't know if this light is like, hold on, I don't know if that's better. Sorry if that's been blinding you guys, but, I don't know if that's based on, I just lost my train of thought. It's just, as my mom said, if you forget, it must have been a lie. Anyway, no, just, the weight gain, if it's going to be off of the idea of just having having a partial thyroidectomy versus a full. You know, my husband is coming into town on Friday, and to be honest with you, part of me is like, I really wish he would come earlier, because my emotions are just all over the place. I've cleaned up so much in the past week. I literally don't have much left to clean. I only clean up now. It's like cleaning up the norm, like, you know, making the bed, cleaning the kitchen after you cook dinner, you know. But once all that's done, it's like, what is there for you to do? You know, I've cleaned up after the kids in their room, and it's something that I do when my anxiety flares, or when I feel like my anxiety is about to. Now, yes, I'm on medication to help my anxiety, which has been helpful 100% in the past 2 weeks. I tell you, if it's there to be offered to you and you can use it and utilize the medication, do it. Because I don't know how I would have been off of it going through this the past 2 weeks. I have, you know, like I said, my anxiety, and so I tend to clean when my anxiety kind of just gets in the way, or my thoughts start to run and race in my mind, and, you know, if not clean, I try to do something to stay busy. And so I could only do so much while the kids are doing their schoolwork. I can't hover over them while they're doing their schoolwork, so then I start cleaning. So then when that's done, then I sit down, and then I'm like, okay, what is there to do? And I don't want to get into this slump of like, you know, twiddle my thumbs, and then the thoughts of the surgery and the thoughts of my, you know, the negativity starts to creep in. It's just, I don't want that. So could I use my time wisely, and can I use it to do other things? Yes. But because in the heat of the moment, I don't think of that. I don't think of anything other than just, well, everything's clean. So funny enough, you know, I told my husband had texted me earlier and had asked if I was okay, and I said, yeah, you know, I'm just kind of blah, but, you know, I've cleaned up so much that I don't have anything left to clean. And then I told him, I do have our bathroom, but if I clean that today, then I don't have anything to clean tomorrow. So his reaction was LOL, and then he responded with, everything's going to be okay. And I believe that. It's just the thoughts, the mind, you know. So this is a real moment for me right now. I am being extremely transparent. I'm being very open. A lot of my friends don't know about the surgery, and I'm, you know, and a lot of my family they don't know about the surgery, and I'm sitting here recording it and then going to post it on YouTube for everyone else to see, because I don't have to worry about explaining it to you in detail. Where it comes to family, and I love my family, the little that I do have, but it's like, then the worry comes, you know, the more of the, oh my goodness, is everything going to be okay? How long did you know about this, and all this other stuff, and then the anxiety, then the amp, and I don't want that. So I really haven't said anything. I've only told a handful of good friends. One of my good friends is taking me to the hospital because my time of arrival at the hospital, my husband will be in the air. And then he'll meet me at the hospital, and my prayer is that I wake up and I get to see him. And then he'll stay with me until discharge. And then my oldest son he has a football game that I won't be able to see. And so this is a year of last for him, first and lasts, you know, in high school. And it's just like, I'm not going to be able to see his game, and that they're trying him out in a new position because he's done so well. So he's a free safety, and he's played back and forth between free safety and another position. I don't know the other position, but because of how well he's been doing, they're wanting him to try this other position because of this particular school. So, but then he goes back to free safety. And so he's excited about it. He's nervous about it, but he's excited about it. But, you know, I'm going to be missing that because of my surgery. And I just don't know. So I wouldn't know what time I'd get discharged. My mother-in-law is going to be here with the kids, helping me out, which I'm beyond grateful and blessed for. And then Saturday morning, my two younger ones have football games that are about an hour away, but then they need to be there an hour before the game. So they have to leave here about 9 o'clock in the morning. So now arranging someone to pick up my littlest one, because he's the one that plays first, you know, to go. And so we're like, okay, which we have an amazing friend, you know, another parent on the team that is willing to take him. And then depending on my discharge, then my husband will drive out there to pick him up, along with having my middle child with him, because then his game is later on in the afternoon at the same location. So then, with all of that being said, you know, that's a 6-hour day, 5 to 6 hour day. I mean, I think I've told you guys that before in the previous vlogs, but our Saturdays are about 5 to 6 hours a day, or 6 hours in that day, based on weather. So yeah, and based on distance. So we, you know, they go out there, and that's what's going to happen. So this Saturday is going to be another busy day, and then I'll have, if I'm not discharged in time, then one of my besties, you guys have seen her name is Lisa, will pick me up from the hospital, and then my other friend, bestie, Stacy, is actually going to be hanging out with me here, because the husband will be at the football games. And then my oldest son will be here just in case something happens, or he may go with my husband. And I'll be in bed the whole day, hopefully recovering well, and Sunday in bed as well, hopefully recovering well. And then I have my post-op and my follow-up appointments with my endocrinologist next week. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Again, you know, my nerves are not the best, but I'm managing, I'm dealing. But I think, you know, I'm going to listen to my husband and allow his words to help me get past this little slump and hump that I'm in, of worrying. And so all he has said is that everything is going to be okay, and that it's all in God's hands, and all we can do is pray. And so I completely agree. I completely agree to that. So I just ask, if you are a praying person, I just ask that you guys pray over surgeon's hands and surgeon's mind, and that it all goes well, and those that are involved, that it all goes well, and that we'll be able to handle the finances after the fact. We are just, you know, we're managing. We're gonna do fine. You know, I think that God has been extremely huge in our lives, and so in the sense of past tense, present, and future. So I know that we will be fine financially. I know we'll be fine health-wise, and that's what I'm mostly excited about. If there is any excitement, it's the excitement of not feeling ill all the time, not feeling off, not having, you know, the thought of, or the wonder if I'm, like I said, breathing or swallowing well or right, or you know, if I'm going to feel tired all the time, if my voice is going to sound normal, which to some people it does, but I hear it I go in and out all the time, and it's the most raspiest in the evening time and in the morning time, and it goes in and out throughout the afternoon. So you know, I'm ready to get my health back. Hopefully with this issue, it's going to help me with my weight, because it's been difficult for me to lose weight for a very long time. I remember when I was younger, I was a thin something. And my mom said, wait till you have kids. It's going to be hard. Well, that's true, but then I also believe that my thyroid had something to do with it. Because, again, I was thin up until, like, you know, my teenage years, and I mean, I still was thin when I got pregnant with my oldest son, but it was still kind of a, you know, a progression of weight, like slowly. It was slowly, like I started weight, after I gave birth to him, I never really went back down to my normal size. I was always off by a couple, but anyway, but I'm proud to say that I've sustained, like I said before, I've sustained my weight loss, and my goal is to get down another 15 pounds, and then I can disclose how much I actually weigh and what I started at, but know that I've lost 22 pounds, and I check that every week, once a week, just to make sure, give or take a pound or two, knowing that there's going to be some moments and days that are just not the easiest. I have been doing the intermediate fast, intermittent fast, where you eat between a certain time and then you fast the rest of the night. And you kind of do that already if you stop eating at a certain time. If you don't eat after 7 or 8, you know, you kind of already fast. But what I've done is I kind of knocked it into a higher gear where I've changed my eating habits when I do eat. So I eat more fruit and vegetables. I don't eat a lot of meat. I try to go vegetarian and vegan. It's very difficult, but what I am going to do is stick as close to vegetarian as I can, but if there is meat that I do eat, it's going to be lean, lean and range-free organic meat, and that is what I'll eat, but I don't eat processed meat. The sausage that we had tonight was for the kids. So all I had was pancakes and eggs, which is a huge favorite of ours. We normally do waffles and eggs, but the waffle maker is the daddy's. You know, we leave that to him. I do pancakes, he does waffles, so he loves making waffles. But anyway, so I do manage. So I'm done eating for the day. I've actually stopped. What time is it? 7:28. I actually stopped around 6, which my normal window is between 11 and 7. But because I've been waking up pretty early and pretty hungry in the morning, I've been eating a little bit earlier than my time. So now I'm changing it from 10 to 6, or if I can do 11 to 6. So that's kind of where I'm at. And then I just drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of lime water. But anyway, I just wanted to, and I'm hoping with that, with the intermittent fasting, that's going to also help me with maintaining my weight after the surgery. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll give you guys an update the morning of. kind of let you guys know the process or of what happens tomorrow. So I'll vlog that on Friday. But I wanted to give you guys an update, as I said I would, on what's going on and how this is going to continue. So I appreciate you guys listening to me vent on this process. And again, I think I said in the last video, if you guys have any suggestions for someone who's gotten thyroid removal, who's been close to, who's ever been down this road, you know, please leave a comment, inspiring, encouraging, something. Because this is hard. This is very hard to kind of go through this process. As a mama of 3, of course, the negative comes to, comes to the forefront of, I hope I can wake up. You know, I hope that, God gives me the chance to wake back up, to see my boys again, and to be healthy again. Could I cancel all of this and just deal with the hard times that my thyroid has given me? Yes. But it's not healthy for me. So, anyway, with that said, I appreciate you guys listening. I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing to my videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Much love. God bless.